The first snow of December drifted lazily over the town, softening rooftops and muffling the world in white. Inside the cozy, decorated cafe on Maple Street, Emma Carter stared at the empty chair across from her. A single cup of untouched cocoa sat steaming on the opposite side of the table, right where her blind date was supposed to be. She checked her phone for the fourth time. Nothing. No text. No apology. Nothing but silence. She let out a soft, shaky breath. Rejection wasn't new to Emma, but somehow the sting tonight felt colder than the winter air outside. She had promised herself that she would try again. Try dating, try believing in magic, try believing that her gentle heart wasn't a burden. But here she was, alone, on Christmas week, abandoned again like an afterthought. But fate wasn't done with her that night. Not even close. Emma gathered her coat and walked out into the snow, her cheeks cold, her eyes heavier than she admitted. She was new in town, a teacher who had joined Oak Ridge Elementary just 2 weeks earlier. And though she loved children more than anything, the adjustment had not been easy. A group of students, led by a clever but troubled boy named Mason, had made it their mission to challenge her. Rumors, pranks, whispering cruel jokes. Anything to see if they could break this soft teacher with the warm smile. They had succeeded with 2 teachers before her. They expected to succeed again. Tonight, after the painful failed date, Emma questioned everything. Why was she trying so hard? Why did she keep believing people were better than they showed? The street was quiet except for the crunch of snow under her boots. She stood at the bus stop, hugging her coat to her chest, when she felt someone tug gently at her sleeve. She turned. A little girl in a red wool hat stared up at her with large hazel eyes full of wonder and hope. "Hi," the girl said softly. "Are you Miss Carter?" The new teacher. Emma blinked, surprised. "Yes, sweetheart. And you are?" "I'm Lily," she said. "Mason's sister." Emma's heart tightened. Mason, the ringleader of her daily misery. The boy who watched her with a smirk every time a prank landed. The boy who seemed determined to push her out the door before Christmas break. "What are you doing out here alone, Lily?" Emma asked gently, kneeling down so their eyes met. Lily hesitated, her small fingers twisting together. "I ran out of the house. Mason and Dad were yelling again, and Christmas is ruined." Again, her voice trembled. "I saw you in the cafe. You looked sad, and I thought, maybe you know how it feels." Emma's breath caught. This was not the kind of conversation you expect from a 7-year-old. Before she could respond, Lily stepped closer and whispered a sentence that hit Emma's heart like a warm beam of light cutting through a storm. "Miss Carter, can you be my new mom?" Emma froze, stunned, her breath lodged in her chest. The little girl wasn't asking for a replacement parent. She was asking for safety, for comfort, for someone who wouldn't leave. Emma's hands shook as she gently touched Lily's shoulder. "Oh, sweetheart, why would you say that?" Lily looked down. "Because you're kind. And you listen. And you look at me like you care." A small tear slid down her cheek. "And I don't want to feel alone on Christmas." Emma swallowed hard. She had walked into the night feeling empty, but suddenly, she wasn't. She scooped Lily into her arms and hugged her tightly. "Come on," she whispered. "Let's get you home." When they arrived at Lily's house, the yelling had stopped. But the moment Mason saw his sister in Emma's arms, panic flashed across his face. He rushed forward, guilt written all over him. "Lily, why did you run out?" he cried. I didn't mean to scare you." Emma gently placed the girl down, but Mason wasn't looking at Lily anymore. His eyes were on her, and they were filled with something she had never seen in him before: fear. Not fear of getting in trouble, but fear of losing something he cared about. "Mason," Emma said softly, "your sister was scared. She needs you." He bit his lip. For the first time since she'd met him, he looked like a child, lost, hurting, overwhelmed. "I'm sorry," Mason blurted, and the words came out thick. "I'm sorry for the pranks. For everything. I didn't know you'd help her like that." Behind them, their father appeared in the doorway, weary and ashamed. "I owe you an apology too," he said quietly. "Things have been hard lately. The kids see more than they should. Mason acts out because he doesn't know how to protect his sister. But that doesn't excuse his behavior." Emma looked between them. Lily's fragile hope, Mason's trembling guilt, their father's exhaustion, and her heart softened. "I didn't come here to punish anyone," she said gently. "I just want you all to be okay." Then something startling happened in less than 60 seconds of silence. Mason stepped forward, tears gathering at the corners of his eyes, and whispered, "Miss Carter, please don't quit. We need you. I didn't think you'd care, but you do. And I'm sorry. Really." Lily grabbed Emma's hand. "Please stay with us for Christmas Eve," she pleaded. "Just tonight. I want it to feel warm again." Emma felt her own tears now. She thought she had lost faith in magic, but maybe magic was simply found in the hearts that need you most. She stayed. She helped bake cookies with Lily, listened to Mason talk about his fears, and sat with their father as they all decorated the tree. Laughter replaced shouting. Warmth replaced fear. For one night, that small, broken family felt whole. And as Emma drove home late that night, snow falling around her like glittering hope, she realized something important. Sometimes you don't get the love you're looking for because you're meant to walk into someone's life who needs your love even more. Her blind date never showed, but destiny did. And by Christmas morning, Emma knew this town, this family, had just become the start of something beautiful. She hadn't just found a home. She had helped build. And that is a love story stronger than any winter storm. If you'd like, I can turn this into a full YouTube script with narration cues, a thumbnail title list, a shorter version, or a series based on this story.